I have arrived in my childhood home, and it is the first time I'm meeting my niece and my sister-in-law and her whole family. So this is what I mean. This is bittersweet. When the kid is awoken. This is how you know you are in a village. Even in the winter, because it's warm in the inside, the bugs wake up. And look at this beauty. Oh, I love it. Oh, and this one. This one I'm not a fan of. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out. This one is welcome. There's so many of them. There's another one on top. No, I know, you also feel good here. It's warm. I got it.
Miljana, ne dočekaj nauka s tom braći. Mai venim.
Gata. Uite ce aici tot ce are și i-a avut.
Ce drăgăvii.
Aici a fost moș.
Da, to, ćeš mleko da piješ?
Koje je mleko?
Pa nema više, popili smo mi.
Kozije.
It's 6 a.m. I went to sleep at 11 and I woke up around 2 a.m. and I haven't been able to sleep. I think I'm anxious for tomorrow for the funeral, and I also think I'm jet lagged. So my mind, it's just like racing. But I'm supposed to get up in an hour, and I think most of them are gonna probably get up a little bit earlier. Anyways, I've been trying to sleep since like 2 a.m. I have not succeeded. I'm a little concerned for today because I get very emotional when I think about saying goodbye, a final goodbye today, which is already today, and only in a few hours or so. So yeah, I don't know what to do right now. I tried to meditate. Didn't really get far with it either. But I'll do some breathwork. I'll do that right now. Do some breathwork. And I'll do some meditation again. I'll try. But yeah, even I can hear it in my voice. My voice sounds different. Yeah, I haven't been resting very well the last few days. But today will pass. It's almost over, right? The day has already started, so we're gonna go with it. Everything's gonna be great. The sun is coming out over the village. The snow is melting.
Poplavu nećemo, mlečnu poplavu ne, hvala.
Stvarno da se čao bila. Centru. Gdje si kvašna?
Samo malo kolukaš.
Treba još je.
Ajde, skinemo mi ovo da budemo sigurni.
Ja,
Rekla si da se da popu.
Jo, malo smo se.
Jedan se da popu i kome se da još jedan?
Crkanjak, onaj pač.
Nu mai vine! Cum a făcut casa și tot a făcut cu Monic!
Te-ai agățat frig. Ți-a mânii reci. De ce nu ți-ai capturat de asta? Mărea asta nu ți l-ai dus până sus.
Bože, po velikoj milosti svoje, molimo ti se, usliši nas i pomiluj. Gospode, pomiluj, Gospode, pomiluj, Gospode, pomiluj. Još se molimo za upokojenje duše, usnule sluškinje Božje, rumeni, da se oprosti svaki greh voljni i nevoljni. Gospode, pomiluj, Gospode, pomiluj, Gospode, pomiluj. Milost Božju, carstvo nebesko i oprošte grehova njenih od Hrista, besmrtnog cara i Boga našeg, prosimo. Podaj, Gospode, Gospodu se pomolimo. Gospode, pomiluj, jer si ti vaskrsenje i život usnule sluškinje svoje rumene Hriste Bože naše, tebi slavu uznosimo sa bespočeti tvoj. Amin. Blaženu sluču i večni pokoj, podaj Gospode usnule sluškinje Bože rumeni sotvorio, vječnoju pamjat, vječna ja pamjat, vječna ja pamjat.
Evo baba, ona se raduje. Baba se raduje da nas vidi tako. Zar ne?
Baba se više ne raduje.
Zar ne? Mujka rumena se raduje da je vidi tako.
Today is the funeral of the last person who sacrificed so much of their life to give me a home, a family, and a chance to something better. I was raised by 3 angels, angels who from now on will continue to guide me from heaven. And yes, I'm certain that is where they are, because there's no other place for people who selfishly took into grandchildren abandoned by their parents, not as burdens, but as blessings. If you think I'm being dramatic, let me share 2 simple truths with you. My mother once told me that after she divorced my father, she no longer had children. So what did that make my brother and me? We still existed. She gave birth to us. But in her eyes, we were no longer hers. And my father? He raised the children and grandchildren of multiple women, yet his own were halfway across the world being raised by his parents. I have never cried so much while editing a video, nor debated so deeply whether I should share it. It's personal, it's raw, and I know it may be triggering for many. Someone once told me I shouldn't share my story because it's too sad, that it would make people uncomfortable. But here's the truth. How many uncomfortable conversations do we avoid every single day? We have become so accustomed to looking away, to choosing silence, that we even elect leaders who do not have our best interests at heart. And surprise, it was a man who told me that. No wonder so many struggle to connect to their emotions, oblivious to the impact their actions have on the people around them. But I digress. Because each time I hesitated, I came back to the same conclusion. My grandparents deserve to be honored. They deserve every ounce of credit for the person I am today and the person I'm becoming. As a child, I was angry at them. I thought they were the ones keeping me away from my parents. But now, as an adult, doing the healing work of my generation and those to come, I see the truth. They were the greatest blessing an unwanted child could have asked for. They instilled in me values so strong and grounding that I now see how rare they are in the world. Life was never easy for them. They grew up in poverty in the aftermath of war, yet they did everything in their power to give us a better life. And today, As I sit here editing this video, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your care, your teachings, your guidance, and your love. Though they were never affectionate, I know without a doubt they loved me. And I also want to thank them for never letting my father forget that he had children. Because of them, he remembered us. Even if only once in a blue moon, he showed up. And for that, I'm grateful. That too is a piece of my story, and today it allows me to share this video with you. Every day is an opportunity to heal, to forgive, and to rediscover ourselves, all while holding close the memory of those who stood by us when we couldn't stand on our own. Once my grandma was buried, everyone went back to our house, specifically people who helped dig the grave, were of service in any other way, and some very close family members to have dinner. But we don't just have dinner, we have an offering to the deceased. We burn frankincense and we pass over the food on everything that is being offered to my grandma. And we also say, may my grandma see all these offerings and may she have it in heaven with her. It is always done first by the person who has prepared the meal that is not a family member. Why? Because the family needs to have space and time and energy to mourn the person, and this is when the community comes in and helps close friend, extended family members that are not as impacted as the people in the household, because maybe they weren't super close to the person who has passed away, and they can manage the grief better. But it pretty much always is someone who's known the deceased. Once the cook has done it, now family members can also say their blessings and say the offering. Now we're gonna start dinner, but dinner cannot be started by anyone. Again, it is the main cook who starts dinner. She grabs a piece of bread and touches every single dish that she has prepared, which is everything on a table, and then she eats that piece of bread. She will still say a few more blessings and a few more offerings for everything that's on that particular table. Maybe some more family members will do it. Since today is a fasting day, everything that you see on the table does not contain any animal product except for the fish, because on fasting days people don't eat any animal product. For example, we have sarma here, or as we call them, perișoare, and they're made with nuts instead of meat. Since there are not many people left in the village and in the family that are older, back in the days, I used to recall my grandma with other ladies singing, constantly singing in the name of the deceased, but not like happy songs, but sad songs. And it was, to me, something so beautiful, and I rarely ever hear it nowadays, and that's something that is being lost in the culture. Younger women, I think, don't feel as comfortable doing it or don't really know how to do it. I wanted to do it, but I was also like ashamed, to be honest. And in a small village, there is a lot of judgment, so much more than in big cities. And I was just really afraid of being judged, because I'm already greatly judged for filming all of this. But this was the only way for me to be able to share all of this with all of you, as well as have it as a memory for myself and future generations, since these traditions are practiced less and less every single day.
Ajde, dosta. Bije mi sunce u oči.
Bije mu sunce u oči, kaže.
Ajde bre.
Pa došli da pričate, šta da radi?
Pa kije, barem i sljedeće godine se slikamo.
Ajde bre! Dosta bre da pričate! Nemoj jezik da vadiš!
Faci cu coarne.
Ajde, slikajte s Miljanom i idemo kasa. Idemo da spavamo.
Pa ne ješ kasa. Ajde još jednu.
Čekaj.
Ovo će da spava i to. Ivane, gledaš ovako, pol malu glavu, tako.
Šta je Rado?
Ajde, da nas slikate svi troje, ajde.
Pa sedi ovdje.